What's up, you guys? It's Jason D'Souza. I hope you all are having a great day. And today I'm going to be talking about 6 affordable methods on how to get real estate leads. As you've probably figured out by now, real estate is a numbers game, meaning the more people you talk to, the more chances you have of reaching someone that would be interested in working with you. Getting leads can be hard though, especially when you're just starting out in the business and you don't have a lot of funds to get started on it. So that's why I'm going to be discussing some close to free and affordable methods on how to get leads. So let's get started. Number 1 would be your sphere of influence, meaning your friends, family, and other people that know about you or that you've met. These are going to be the people that are most likely to work with you and refer you to their friends and family. So how do you get started on this? Well, you go around telling your friends, family, and everyone that you know that you are either going to be starting real estate as a career or that you already are a real estate agent. Then what you want to do is add them into what's called a database or an information hub that has all of their information, including their full name, their address, their email address, and their phone number. This is typically called a CRM or a database, an area where you keep all of your clients' information. And this can simply be a Google spreadsheet or a paid CRM online like Boomtown. To figure out who to add to your database, here are a few questions that you should be asking yourself. Number 2 is cold calling. Cold calling is a technique used in sales where you call up an individual who has not expressed interest in your product or your service, but you call them anyways. Once you get a hold of them, you simply ask them if they're thinking of buying or selling a home, and that's the process. Now, there are different types of people you can call. The first one is the expired list, or simply people who were not able to sell their homes the first time around, or several times. These are the most likely to relist their homes and your best bet for getting a listing. Next are geo leads, or owners in the same area. These are good for marketing a specific area in a specific neighborhood. You also have for sale by owner and for rent by owner, which are pretty self-explanatory. And last, you have notice of default and pre-foreclosure. The benefits of cold calling are that you're able to reach many more people in a shorter amount of time than you would other methods of marketing. You can also purchase a dialer, which allows you to dial even faster than you normally would. It also has a ton of other features like leaving voicemails or messages for you automatically. The negative aspects about this is that you don't have face-to-face contact and you have a higher chance of people actually hanging up on you. If you feel like cold calling is something you want to do, you'll have to sign up with a subscription-based company or one that provides emails and phone numbers to you so that you can reach out to these people. And you can get those through companies like either Vulcan 7 or Espresso Agent. Next, we have door knocking, which is physically going to a specific area and knocking on their doors to see if they would be interested in either buying or selling a house. The positives about this is that you're able to meet people face to face. People actually remember you better. You can avoid the do not call list, which you'll see on a lot of the cold calling lists. You can still leave marketing material at the door if no one answers, and there's less competition. Now, the cons about this are that it is physically demanding and it does take a lot of time to do. Number 4, we have open houses, which are great for getting buyers in a specific area and looking in a certain price range. These are great for getting new contact information and adding new people to your database who potentially may want to buy in the future. The only negatives about this marketing is you do use up your Saturday and or Sunday during the weekend. You also may not get a sale from any of the people that are coming in to see the property. Also, it does take a lot of time to set up if you're bringing a lot of items like chairs, tables, flyers, and other materials to market the house. Another issue is that a lot of buyers have their own agents at the time, and they're not really interested in working with you. Now, moving on to number 5, we have social media. Now, as you probably know, that includes Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all of those platforms that you've probably heard of before. There are a ton of advantages to using these types of platforms. First of all, you're able to expose your business tremendously through either paid or free traffic sources. For free traffic, you'll be posting to your main pages, and all of the people that either follow you or watch your content will see it right there. These include your friends, family, and your followers. And to utilize this to the fullest, it's best that you post 1 time a day minimum. If you post more, then you get extra credit. Now the next way is to pay to get your information sent out to a wider audience. But that's completely up to you, and if you're not comfortable with doing that, you don't have to, but you can also hire someone to do the marketing for you. So all you'll have to do is pay them, and you'll get the leads sent to you directly, and that's when you manage them yourself. The only negatives about this is that you do have to constantly keep posting your content onto these social medias so that you are out there for the world to see. And if you are paying for ads, you do have to continue paying for them. Number 6 would be postcards, which is great for sending out to specific areas or to people that would be interested in either buying or selling a home. Setting up a postcard campaign is very simple to do. You can either create your own, you can hire someone to do it, or you can use a company like Corfact, which will design and send out the postcard, and all you have to do is pay them. If you are interested in creating your own or getting someone to create it for you, I actually just made a video on how to make your own postcard using Canva, so go check that out if you haven't already. Now the good thing about postcards is that you're able to create mini billboards that are great for advertising. People get them in their hands, they're able to read them, there's not a lot of information for them to process, and that's the best way to do it. The only problem with postcards is that they can actually get pretty costly if you're not careful. So if you were making 1,000 postcards and they were all $1, well, that's $1,000. Realistically, postcards are cheaper than that, but as an example, I just wanted to let you guys know. So those are the 6 affordable strategies on how to get real estate leads. But you can also combine these to make it an even more effective method. And let me explain that. So for example, let's just say that you found an area of 250 homes that have a high turnover rate. Using the strategies that I just gave you, you have the ability to start cold calling that area. You have the ability to then door knock them so they get to meet you face to face. You can also send out postcards once or twice a month so that they get even more familiar with you. You can then run open houses in the neighborhood, and they don't have to be your open house or your listing, I mean. They can be somebody else's listing, and you can just ask the agent if you can do an open house at that house and get even more familiar with the neighborhood and the people that live there. And eventually, after doing this for a while, you'll start getting to know the people in the neighborhood, and you'll be collecting their information when you go door knocking or when you call them. You'll be able to create a connection with them, and they will see you as the real estate professional in that area. After you get their information, you put it in your database and you continue to follow up with them until they're ready to either buy, sell, rent, whatever the case and whatever their situation is. So there's your simple strategy on how to get more real estate leads. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, please subscribe, please share this video with anybody that it will help. Also guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below or any comments, and let me know what's your favorite type of lead generation that I didn't discuss here, and tell me why. I'm curious. And on that note, I will see you guys all in the next video.